Welcome to Math with Tiffany. Today we're covering factoring part 3, which is the ax squared plus bx minus c. And this is going to be a little bit different from what we've been doing. Let's change back to blue. So, still have the two parentheses, but because this right here is a minus sign, these are going to be different. So plus and minus. And because this is a plus sign, this tells you what the bigger number goes to, and that'll make more sense when we start factoring. So let's do our first example, which is, let's scroll down so I have more room. Do it in red. So we have x squared plus x minus 30 equals 0. So we have our two parentheses, and plus and minus. And because this is x squared with your coefficient of 1 here, your x's just go here. And then we're just looking at your c, which is 30. And you're looking at factors that multiply to 30 that will subtract to get 1. So if we start listing factors of 30, you have 1 and 30, 2, 15, 3, 10, 4 doesn't go into 30, 5, 6. Well, we know that the 5 times 6 is 30. And then if you subtract 6 times 5, that'll give you 1. So 6 is your bigger number, so 6 goes with the plus, and then 5 goes here, equals 0. And then, of course, we can always check our work by using FOIL. And so let's do that. So that's x squared, x times x times negative 5 is minus 5x, 6 times x is plus 6x, and then 6 times 5 is minus 30 equals 0, x squared, and then minus 5x plus 6x is plus x, minus 30 equals 0. And that matches. Ta-da! Alright, now let's do another example, which is x squared plus 11x minus 12 equals 0. So we have our two parentheses, plus, minus, and again, because your x squared has a coefficient of 1, you can just put x's here. And then we're looking at factors of 12 that will subtract to get 11, and that's pretty simple because you have 1 and 12 minus 1 is 11, so 12 is your bigger number. That goes with the plus, and then x minus 1 equals 0. And then we can check that by using FOIL. So x times x is x squared, x times minus 1 is minus x, plus 12 times x is 12x, and minus 12 equals 0. And then x squared, and you combine like terms here, plus 11x minus 12 equals 0, and that checks out. Alright, and then for our last example, we're going to do one where your a is not 1. So you can see how to do that. And so that example is 6 x squared plus 5x minus 4 equals 0. This here, and plus and minus. Alright, so we're going to start over here by listing our factors of 6. So we have 1 times 6, 2 times 3, and then 3 times 2, and 6 times 1. And then over here, we're going to list our factors of 4. 1 times 4, and 2 times 2. Okay, so then we're going to look at this, and we're going to do 1 times 1, which is 1, and then minus 6 times 4, which is 24, and that does not equal 5. And then let's move down. So then we have 2 times 1, which is 2, minus 3 times 4, which is 12. That doesn't equal 5 either, so let's keep moving down the list. 1 times 3 is 3, minus 4 times 2, which is 8. That equals 5. So yay, we found one that equals 5. So we're going to do 3x and then 2x like this. And then your bigger number is 4, so it goes with the plus. And then minus 1 equals 0. And again, we can check this by using FOIL. Let's do that. So we have 3 times 2x, which is 6x squared. 3 times negative 1 and minus 3x. 4 times 2x is plus 8x, and then 4 times negative 1 is minus 4 equals 0. And so 6x squared minus 3x plus 8x is plus 5x minus 4 equals 0, and that checks out. Alright, so the biggest difference here from the last videos is instead of adding your factors, you are subtracting, because you're going to have 1 minus and 1 plus. Our next video will cover the last option we have, which is ax squared minus bx minus c equals 0, and it's very similar to this. So I will see you then.